Now, this one is a year old, Greensboro, so it's North Carolina. It says Section 8 housing vouchers denied for some people in Greensboro. We don't want to see our children homeless. No, we don't.
We don't want to see our children homeless.
But that is a reality, and one we are getting calls and emails about on a regular basis these days. Tonight, a mother is sharing her story as she is being forced to pack up and move out. Welcome to the Fox 8 6 o'clock news. I'm Katie Nordine.
And I'm MicHondenysse. Now, her complex just told them their Section 8 vouchers, they're not going to be accepted. And Fox 8's Tess Bargsburg live outside of the Park Place Apartments off West Market Street in Greensboro for us. So, Tess, why now?
Yeah, well, an employee in the leasing office would only tell me that this was a decision that was made by the property owner. Now, a city spokesperson told me they can't force any private property owners to accept vouchers, but the price of rent is going up, and that's leaving limited options for tenants.
So this still is going on. Same story, different day, over and over again. Okay, this one is a year old, okay? But it sounds like it's still the same story. Like, what are we supposed to do? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, seriously. What are we supposed to do? We're going to force people to take Section 8, I guess, is what we're trying to do. How long have we been talking about Section 8 and women and kids and women with, you know, just out here just doing whatever, having all these kids, and then turn around talking about help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda? Y'all think that that's going to work. Y'all think that that's how this works and everything's going to be everything and everybody's always going to be there to help. Then you end up in the back of wherever that last one was in the back of, then somebody comes and helps. Interesting how all this works, though. It does seem to work out, y'all, now that I say it. It does seem to work out for them. I guess that's why they do it. Sorry, gentlemen, you gets nothing, okay? You gets nothing.
It's just really crazy. Like, I just don't understand what's really going on, and I just wish we had more help and more resources so that people can actually know where to go.
This mother of three asked not to be identified, but wanted to share her story. She rents at Park Place Apartments and got this message: we are no longer participating with Section 8 or any other sub-housing.
It was so hard for me to find residents. Literally, I was on the waiting list for Park Place for about 6 months before I actually got into Park Place.
I searched for a 3-bedroom unit in her price range without a wait list. There are 6 properties in Greensboro listed on Social Serve, a nonprofit website connecting people to housing.
The supply right now is just very, 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 very limited at all, income levels. And so, and then you have properties that are just like homes are selling now. You have multifamily, properties that are actually exchanging.
James Cox is the chief
And yet people still waiting for Section 8. We just saw that not too long ago on ABC, waiting 15 years, waiting 25 years, waiting 80 years in order to get it, and then want to stay on it forever. It's like you get it and you never want to let it go. You know, it is a help, not a way of life, but we know it turns into a way of life. And then when something happens and it don't work out, now it's, oh my God, I need more help. Child, you can't make it up.
Executive officer for the Greensboro Housing Authority. The agency is working to find landlords who will participate in the program and boost the number of options. The clock is ticking for the Greensboro woman who spoke with me. Her deadline to find a new place for her family, May 26th, the same day her daughter will celebrate her 16th birthday.
So they don't.
Oh, look at them trying to pull at y'all's heartstrings. It's going to be the same day that her daughter celebrates her 16th birthday, y'all. Oh, can't find anyone that's going to take the Section 8. Time is running out. Okay. Now, this was last year, but still, it's the same story.
Don't really know what's going on. They just know that their mom is just going to keep on trying and keep on looking for resources. I'm out here every day looking on Social Serve. I'm out here every day looking at websites, different forms that.
Are you looking at hiring sites, job sites? This is the time that maybe you can get into some schooling to help your future. I don't hear none of that.
The city has given us. I'm a very persistent person, so I'm just trying.
Very persistent person when it comes to Section 8, y'all.
I am, but if worst case scenario, I would rather stay in a hotel with my children just to keep us, out the street.
spoke with another woman in High Point who says that her apartment complex issued a similar warning just this week. The Greensboro Housing Coalition estimates that hundreds of people are at risk for displacement because of both rising rents and complexes no longer accepting vouchers for the program. I did reach out to the property owner here at Park Place, ML Properties, and asked if there would be any extensions. I'm still waiting to hear back. Live in Greensboro, Tess Barge.
Child, now the reporters, they be out here helping you. They be out here trying to say, oh, I'll put you on TV and I'll help, girl. Don't worry about it. We got you, girl. We got you. All right. Then they go ahead and we give the same story over and over. But it's out to Detroit.
Protect St. Louis renters. The We Are the Tenants campaign rallied outside of City Hall this morning downtown with local leaders stepping up to speak, including Board of Aldermen President Megan Green. The group gathered to advocate for legislation that would provide legal representation to eligible people who face eviction in the city.
A lot of renters in St. Louis are really hurting from it, in the wake of the pandemic and the ongoing economic recession. Families are really hurting. We're seeing lower numbers in schools because people are being displaced. We're seeing more people on the streets because people are being displaced, and we really have to find a better way to really take care of our people in our community.
People in the community are supposed to take care of the people in the community, right? Right? Remember, Doogie is trying to get people to come through and help with Save the Streets in Baltimore, and nobody wants to help out. I can't imagine why, but y'all wanted to police the community. So now you got the opportunity and don't nobody want to do it. Interesting how that works.
Recent data from the National Coalition for a Civil Right to Counsel estimates that as few as 3% of tenants across the country have access to an attorney during eviction proceedings, compared to 81% of landlords.
Moving on, child. We got a theme going today. Into New York City. New York City Rent Board hears from low-income tenants on rent increases. Y'all already know if the rent goes up $1, they're going to be out on the streets.
Hearings are being held in the lead up to the board's final vote. That's set for later this month. Linda Schmidt was at tonight's hearing and joins us live from the Bronx. Linda?
Yeah, good evening, first of all, to you there, Steve and Natasha. Well, we know that rents will definitely be going up, but at this point, we don't know by how much. Tonight, some tenants, though, coming out and bearing their souls to the Rent Guidelines Board.
Damn, y'all, did you hear bearing? Bearing. She sounded like she was in a bathroom. Shout out to Harmonize for another 2. She said, our governor is so pissed no one is taking Section 8. Interesting how the governor wants to be mad, but they won't sit up here and give any incentive to the daggone landlords. I can't imagine what that might do. Child, not at all. You're just going to have to deal with it. And then you get the asylum seekers that get everything that they want. Wait a minute. Hold on, child. I thought this was a wrestling match. What is going on? Back it on up, child. Oh, let me catch Gregory Scotland in the building. Thank you so much, hon. Appreciate you. He said, you keep doing a great job on the Section 8 issue. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. And thank you for the support. Everybody, please make sure you hit the like button if you have not. Thank you to the mods for whatever the heck is going on with this Mr. Burgle something, child. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Come on now. What this lady talking about?
To the Rent Guidelines Board. Emotional pleas from low-income tenants begging the Rent Guidelines Board not to raise rents on rent-stabilized apartments. The board is holding public hearings this month across the city for tenants and others to voice their concerns.
At a time period of immense inequality, pushing forward higher rents would be unconscionable. But you want to get...
Oh, racism, white supremacy. Come on, child. Say that again.
At a time period of immense inequality, pushing forward higher rents would be unconscionable.
Immense inequality, y'all. Ooh, immense inequality. You know what that means. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair to anyone, but specifically women, Black women. and black and brown people, I'm sure, child. I am sure.
But you want to give them more money.
Damn, she had to go back to her notes that much. All you did was say more money. Hold on, girl. What you talking?
But you want to give them more money. More money. More money. While they
she had to look at her notes in order to get more money. More money, girl. You had to look at that. What is going on right now, y'all? I swear, this is half a damn crazy.
Outside, demonstrators in the Bronx condemning proposed rent increases. Last month, the board held a preliminary vote to raise rents between 2 and 5%.
Y'all remember this, right? Y'all remember this. We talked about this, okay? So this is only temporary, what they preliminarily got through, because everybody was out there acting all damn crazy. And this is where the lady said, if it goes up by $1, I'll be out on the street. Ma'am, you got bigger problems, ma'am. If your rent goes up by $1, you got a problem. These people just as bad as the Wongs, shout out to the Wongs, who sat up there and was paying $2,100 after renting for 40 daggone years, went and looked some information up, found a law that said they wasn't supposed to go up, got it brought back down to $545. They raised it reasonably to $900. They want to sue them again. Everybody should just live for free. Everybody should just live for free. That's basically what I'm hearing, y'all. I ain't got time, because even if you provided a place for them to stay, shout out to Michon, not exactly sure what they do in Canada, but just say that that's what they're doing. Like they pay for where you live. I don't think they do, but just say that they were. They pay for where you live. They pay for your health insurance. They pay for everything. And then they're still going to find something to complain about. Still will find something to complain about. I tell you. They in New York damn city. How many times have we said, you could move? Trust me, living in NYC is very expensive, okay? They depending on rent control. So they don't want it to go up at all. Now, mind you, they probably been in an area that probably look like NYCHA, okay? But if they had it for, let's say, 10 years and it never went up once, now you mad it's going up $1. Now you mad it's going up $1. Even if it goes, what is 7%? What is 7% of 1,000 is $70, if I'm not mistaken. $70 after 10 damn years is nothing ever enough. Is nothing ever enough?
On 1-year leases and between 4 and 7% on 2-year leases for about 1 million rent stabilized apartments, which affects about 2 million tenants. Sandra Mitchell has health issues and is afraid of ending up back in a city shelter.
Now I've had my 6th stroke from being in the shelter twice, and now I have this apartment. Now I'm fighting for my rent not to go up.
Landlords say they need the money to deal with rising property taxes.
How about they just need the money because they're in business and they need the damn money? Like, I'm tired of coming up with all this. Oh, this is F you. It's business. When the gas goes up, what do you do about it? You certainly don't stop getting gas. Them damn eggs went up. What y'all do about it? Did you stop buying eggs? I ain't hear that happening. But now the place, like I always say, that you lay your head, the most important thing in the world, where your children are safe, and y'all want to mess around. Y'all want to move from New Jersey to daggone Florida with no plan, quitting your job, chasing after a man that had already left you. Child, you can't make it up.
Insurance and building repairs. But speaking in both English and Spanish, you can see and hear the tenants' frustration.
Cuando tenga que pasarme la borda del tren.
Hey girl, where Luke Casey at?
Mi renta.
Hey girl, woo! You tell them, child. Tell them.
Now, the landlords, they did not address the board tonight. They will be doing that at a public hearing next week. And by the way, the Rent Control Board's final vote on just how much rents will be going up will be happening June 21st.
Oh, we look forward to it.
All right, Linda,
Thanks, Linda. We look forward to it, okay? And if anybody see it before me, make sure you let me know, because I want to see what's going on. But moving on, y'all.